Well, hey, good morning, everyone. I'm KOIN 6 Meteorologist Kelley Bayern here in the KOIN NOW digital booth, coming back with a live stream here and a look at what we're seeing outside, the impacts we're going to see, how long this weather is going to last here in the area. Lots to talk about as we work our way into the next 24 hours here in Portland. So just take a look there at that view of Vancouver. There it is live again. You can just see how much snow is blowing in the area here. Just incredible. Again, we were expecting about a dusting to 1 to 2 inches throughout this round of moisture, and it just looks, again, harrowing out there with some of the winds that are still very breezy. It's, near blizzard-like conditions here with lowered visibility, that snow flying sideways, our weather camera even shaking there in the winds. So again, there is a lot that we will talk about going into today. And again, the impacts you'll see, how long this weather is going to last. Also a peek at your Valentine's Day forecast. Hopefully there are some improvements as we get our way into the evening. So thanks for tuning in. Let's get into it here. This is a look at the snow that quickly piled up in Woodburn early this morning. It took a while for the snow to get here, but now we are seeing around an inch or so in the Portland area already at this point in the morning here. So if you have any weather photos, again, would love to see them. Send us what you are seeing outside. Snap a quick photo. You can, again, snap that code right there, and that will take you directly to the KOIN.com website where you can submit your weather photos. Tell us your location, tell us your name. We'll credit you and put it on the news here. We would love to see what you are seeing out there in your neighborhood so we can alert others and also get a better look at the forecast too and how it is doing. So thank you to all the folks who have sent in their photos. Again, the winds have been a huge part of the issue this morning. It's been driving in the cold air. It's been, again, bringing us that wind chill. It's set up this Arctic freezer that we've been in, allowing for snow to form. And it's also caused power outages and some downed trees because these gusts are at about 45 miles per hour in Portland. So it's also dropping visibility as that snow falls. It's kind of mixing in the air and very hard to see out there in some spots. I just met someone out from Estacada who said it is a harrowing journey out from that way. Just little ice crystals and particles flying around in the air with such gusty conditions. So because we are so dry, a lot of the snow is having a hard time sticking to the pavement right now. It's starting to collect though, and as we work our way into the afternoon, we could see, again, a dusting to about 2 inches here still in Portland. Now, the culprit of this was this big low that finally worked inland here. Much of the precipitation falling as rain in Northern California, but we're getting some bands of showers shifting up the valley. They started first in the Eugene, Salem area. We had some snow there this morning, but now that snow has entered the picture here in the Portland area. Now, unfortunately, the radar in Portland is actually down. We noticed it out at about 5:30 this morning. The Portland radar named KRTX went out offline. So the National Weather Service is sending a technician out there to check on that, but we don't actually have good radar and a look at where these snow showers are right now. So hopefully that comes back online as soon as possible. Again, we're still cold. Portland down to 27 degrees. We're seeing those blowing winds and snowfall, still that Arctic air in portions of eastern Oregon where we're in the teens out there. But again, that has set the stage for that snowfall in Portland. So again, this morning in this round of snow, we could see up to about 2 inches of snowfall here. This is going to start to taper down as we get beyond lunchtime. So maybe 2 o'clock, the snow slows down. It's still going to be windy out there, but we'll get a drier break through the afternoon. We then get to the evening time and we start to bring back showers. Now in Portland, we'll first start to see that falling as maybe a mix of some sleet in there, some freezing rain, leading to some very light icing around South Portland. It's the overnight hours when we bring back snowfall that we could build up another 1 to maybe 2 or 3 inches of snow and also a little more icing. So we're going to watch that closely. I still think going into Friday morning, you will see impacts to your drive. We had a lot of school closures today. That, again, likely the case going into Friday morning as we continue with these frozen conditions in Portland and, again, issues on the roadways. So here's the snow forecast. We might see it an additional 1/2 inch through the afternoon, but, again, that snow is in place now. It's falling. We've maybe collected about 1 inch or so, so a little bit more, another dusting before it calms down. Then we see our second wave of moisture going into into tomorrow morning. And models are showing maybe an additional 1 to 2 or so inches in Portland. So collectively in this whole event from this morning to tomorrow morning, maybe up to 3 inches of snow. We're also watching icing very closely too. Portland is likely out of the crosshairs of the worst of the icing. So going into tomorrow morning, we might see some lighter amounts in Portland, maybe about 1/10 of an inch. It'll be spotty. It might glaze some of the snow that's already on the roadways, and it could cause slick conditions. So you'll definitely want to be careful out there. Friday morning looks pretty hairy here in Portland, and some locations further down the valley, like out to Salem and Eugene, that's our best chances to see the icing out there, and amounts maybe up to about 1/3 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch in the worst case scenario. That again could lead to power outages, down tree limbs, and even damage. We've had our fair share of icing events in the last 5 years, 5 winters or so. So we all know what that means. And again, those conditions are certainly possible going into tomorrow morning. So here's our Futurecast. Again, that big band of snow showers is over us right now. We've got temperatures hovering in the upper 20s, so it's falling as all snow. We thankfully see that band of precipitation moving out and tapering down as we hit maybe 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we're going to build up some snow until then. Again, a dusting to about 2 inches possible. Dry time through the afternoon, that's 3, 4, maybe 5 p.m. We'll get a break in the precipitation. It's still going to be windy and cold, but we get to maybe around 7 p.m. tonight, and that's when we have that chance for mixed precipitation, some freezing rain, possibly some sleet also mixed in, and a little bit of snow too. That again just continues into Friday morning, where we could stack up another couple of inches of snow through the morning commute. So I do expect to see more offices and schools closing down for tomorrow. If you can work from home today and tomorrow, I highly encourage you to do so, because those roadways will not be fun to drive on. Now we get to about midday on Friday, and the showers start to taper down, and temperatures will likely warm back into the upper 30s for our daytime, our afternoon highs. And with that, I am hoping there's that window where we can finally start to thaw out a bit, and the roads might again be better off. But with all the snow coming today and the temperatures as we sit below freezing, and again frozen roadways through tomorrow morning, there might still be some issues with icing even into the evening. So I wouldn't cancel your Valentine's Day plans, but don't be shocked if some restaurants decide to close down just because of that icing potential that might linger into the afternoon and evening on Friday. So we're going to keep tabs on that. Hopeful that maybe there's a window where the roads are a little better and there is some melting that can happen. But just seeing the conditions out there right now, there could be a lot of icing that sticks even into the afternoon tomorrow. So in general, we have a bunch of winter weather alerts in place, a winter storm warning in Portland for the snow and possible freezing rain through tomorrow, and an ice storm warning in the Central Valley. So it's here that I think most of the wintry mix of freezing rain and sleet will likely hit, causing the most amount of impact. That ice storm warning through tomorrow morning, where we could see maybe up to 1/2 of an inch of ice in some spots. And a look out to the gorge, a winter weather advisory. We could see maybe 2 to 4 inches out there, and winds still gusting up to about 60 miles per hour. This in place until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So expect slick roads, expect snow on the roadways, maybe some light glazing through tomorrow morning out on the east sides of Portland and on the west sides of the gorge there. So in general, your road conditions, we're going to see that widespread snow this morning. Drier break into the afternoon. Tonight, mixed showers of freezing rain causing icy conditions are certainly possible. So those roadways could be, those conditions could be on the poorer side going into tonight and also through Friday morning. Snowfall returns. We're also seeing some light icing and maybe a glaze on the roadways. So very poor conditions again through tomorrow morning. So here's your 7-day forecast. We'll see temperatures hopefully in the upper 30s by tomorrow. But again, it's been cold heading into our day today. Temperatures near freezing all day. And we could sit there in the upper 20s overnight. So nothing really melting off. It's going to be tough to travel on roadways through tomorrow morning. The good news is we do start to warm up with more mild temperatures as we hit this weekend. We're back in the upper 40s and away from freezing, even the 50s by President's Day and next week with a lot more rain out there. So So take care of yourself. Be safe in this snow and ice. Avoid it if you can. Again, folks in the Central Valley, big impacts for you in terms of icing, but looking at a good chunk of snowfall for us here in the Portland and Vancouver metro areas. So tough conditions. Again, stay warm, stay safe out there, and you can catch updates on the forecast with me at noon again today and tomorrow morning, and also here in the KOIN NOW digital booth. All right, I'll see you.